Grand Rising, dear family. Wagwan to every melanated God angel, Orisha Diva Pharaoh in existence. I am the Just Love Energies First Lieutenant. Just Love Energy First Lieutenant. And I have order for you to follow. This video is simply going to be titled The 16 Soul Supremacy Dimensions Revisited. The 16 Soul Supremacy Dimensions Hierarchy Focus Revisited. What are the 16 Soul Supremacy Hierarchies? The complete opposite of the 16 Evil Supremacy Hierarchy. Real quick. This hierarchy right here is also one of my just now came up with final 9 soul liberation hierarchies. This is one of the final 9 soul liberation hierarchies, and the 16 soul supremacy dimensions will represent the 7th hierarchy on the list here. And the 7th hierarchy, what does it all consist of? It consists of I, E.Y.E, every youth, everybody, every youth, everybody. This is also the reawakening hierarchy focus right here. This is also the reawakening hierarchy. Because remember, the first 4 is just ourselves before the enemy got its hands on us. The first 4 represent the 4 fundamental forces of the Somatic Prana standard. You could say that. The Somatic Prana standard. How about that? That's what the first 4 represent. The 4 fundamental forces of the Somatic Prana standard. The natural Somatic Prana standard. Too many words, maybe. Moving forward, though. And now this one, after the 5th and 6th one, the 5th one being the source of all immoral authority itself, the 16 evil supremacy dimensions. And then the 6th one, 5th one, then the 6th one being the devil's sword. Every so-called white man, woman, and child alive on this planet, as well as the melanated sellouts who listen to them. They make up the devil's sword. 5th hierarchy, the devil itself. 6th hierarchy, the devil's sword. I'm going to steal this sword. Now the 7th one, the 7th hierarchy, is the reawakening parable. It's called the 16 soul supremacy dimensions. And it's the opposite, like I said, the opposite of the 16 evil ones. And here they go as follows. Broken apart into 4 groups. One targeting the elemental source. The second targeting the sense chakra ego, or the sense chakra mediator. The third one targeting the physical body somatic prana plane, or the prana standard, the somatic prana standard. And then the final one targeting the environment, in which those 3 in one form manifest and or effectuate their traits unto and or the reality in which the somatic prana standard effectuates itself into, onto or into, you follow me, onto the environment or into the reality. So here they go, broken down into 4 groups. The first 4, peace, respect, balance, and progression. The second 4, peace, love, unity, and advancement. I said peace twice, I know. Third set of 4, calmness, serenity, love, and righteousness. And then the final set of 4, the one that manifests from the psyche unto the environment, was good, beautiful, normal, and natural. Keep the word respect in mind as you listen to the Soul Supremacy Dimension, or the 16 Soul Supremacy Dimensions hierarchy. The word respect, it defines as a deep feeling of admiration for someone or something elicited by their abilities, qualities, and achievements. Abilities, qualities, and achievements. Remember, standards are achievements. Standards are a level of quality or a level of attainment. That's the literal definition of the word standard. What does this thing do? What does this thing do? The standard of calmness, serenity, love, and righteousness, BKA the somatic prana standard, it manifests what's good, beautiful, normal, and natural concomitantly unto thine environment. If you allow the source to influence you with its peace, respect, balance, and progression core to put its peace, love, unity, and advancement in you. Meaning the source is all about peace, respect, balance, and progression, and it influences you and or it puts peace, love, unity, and advancement in you. You follow me? But that there is the 16 soul supremacy dimensions. That's simple. But here, details though. I want to let you know the significance of this here hierarchy and why I have this here hierarchy set up the way I have it set up right here in the specific spot that I have it set up. This is the kick. So the reawakening itself is the kick. You follow what I'm saying? And the reawakening comes in the form of this here. It comes in the form of awareness of this here. So 16 soul supremacy dimensions. And why I'm saying it as I am saying them. Soul meaning abilities. Check this out. Remember, I just said the word respect, right? So abilities, peace, respect, balance, and progression. In other words, it gives life and the ability to live them accurately. And then the second set of 4, the qualities thereof. Peace, love, unity, and advancement. And what is a quality? A quality is the standard of something as measured against other things of a similar kind. So the standard of the 16 soul supremacy dimensions measured against the standard of the 16 evil supremacy dimensions. You follow what I'm saying? What's the 16 evil supremacy dimension standard or qualities? War, hatred, division, and stagnance. Minds of peace, love, unity, and advancement. Or the soul king thereof. You follow me? And then the achievements, the standard thereof. Calmness, serenity, love, and righteousness. And unto the environment and manifests and or effectuates and or generates and or brings about and or elicits of you what's good, beautiful, normal, and natural concomitantly. More details. Take these 4 words with you. As I said in the previous videos, these 4 words right here can label and describe how Source moves to, within, and throughout our sense chakras unto our environment. Prana, or elements, senses, prana, environment. Element, senses, prana, environment. Elements, the 5 elements. Ether, then you have air, then you have fire, water, and earth. Ether, air, fire, water, and earth. Ether, air, fire, water, and earth. Ether, air, fire, and water, and earth manifest themselves to, within, and throughout our 5 senses. Ether manifests itself through sound. Air manifests itself through the physical body's touch. Fire manifests itself and or effectuates itself, or is the affection of sight. Fire element is. And when I say affection, I mean influence. So that means, yeah, our sight is influenced. According to the information, our sight is naturally influenced by the element of fire. You follow what I'm saying? And then you have water, the element of taste. And you have earth, the element of smell. But then you also have the 5 pranas as well, in which those elements manifest themselves to, within, and throughout our senses as, in our physical reality, the somatic prana standard. 5 pranas. I'm going to line them up with the elements and as well as the senses thereof to make it make more sense. You have ether, sound, prana, the regular prana. Then you have air, touch, the feeling, and udana, the ability to express and or the upward moving air, the ability to inhale. You follow me? And then you have fire, sense of sight, prana, samana, samana vayu, which is essentially a wandering aesthetic of an austere posture, usually practiced by one known as Gautama Buddha, meaning what your divine sense capabilities are. You follow me? And then at base meaning. And then you have the water elements manifesting itself to, within, and throughout our sense of taste into the physical as Vayana Vayu. Vayana Vayu being the supporting function of all of the other 4 prana vayus thereof. You follow what I'm saying? The supporting function. Kind of like it's gives it the other ones the abilities to remain hooked up to one another. You follow me? And then you finally have the earth element manifesting to itself to, within, and throughout our sense of smell into the physical reality of the apana prana or apana vayu, the ability to let go of what we no longer need or want, the energy or the abilities of the energy to let go of the energy in which we no longer need or want, and or the abilities as well. How can the apana vayu be a an attribute that gives us the ability to let go of what we no longer need or want. The outward going breath. Remember, combining the Udana with the Samana and the Apana, as well as the Vyana, using all of them at once. I am pushing or saying words that are being breathed into the spiritual air, the ether thereof, using my spiritual power, known as the Vishuddha. I am speaking into the world what is giving it the worst problems. And as soon as you gain full awareness of these things, you can deal with them accordingly, if you have the courage and or if you choose to. Moving forward though. So, more details real quick. Now these 4 sections, right? These 4 sections, this peace, respect, balance, and progression, peace, love, unity, and advancement, calmness, serenity, love, and righteousness, and what's good, beautiful, normal, and natural concomitantly. Those 4. They are also going to be targeting 4 sections of something, and it's going to be the elements that I just told you about. Then it's going to be the sense chakras, or the sense spiritual powers, because a chakra is literally a spiritual power. A chakra is literally a spiritual power. And all of our senses and our elements are within the chakras thereof as spiritual powers. So that means the elements and the senses, 2 within and throughout us all, are spiritual powers. What does the word spiritual mean? What's relating to or affecting the human spirit or soul, as opposed to physical or material things. Relating to or affecting, so that word affecting again, meaning influence. What's relating to or influencing the human spirit or soul, as opposed to physical or material things. You want to know what's relating to or affecting or influencing your human spirit or soul? The elements themselves, the prana, the earth in which we stand on, the universe in which you are connected to and or constituent of, your brain space, which is the literal planet itself, which is what I'm getting ready to get to in a moment, to label and describe more details. Brother KRS-One, once again, I really, truly, honestly admire you for saying these words here out loud. You said, we are not breathing in air necessarily. We are breathing in consciousness. You are super cosmically correct. You follow what I'm saying? This entire planet is our brain space. This entire planet here is our brain space. The sky you see without all the fake clouds in it, that there is our brain space. Take this with you. Those 4 sections I just told you about. The one with that harbors the elements, the one that harbors the sense chakras or the sense spiritual powers, or the chakras that act as a mediator between the Most High God source of just love energy, and as well as our physical body, which is the 3rd plane here, the somatic plane, where the prana goes, where the prana manifests to, and then finally the environment. Those 4 things right quick. I have specific details to label and describe each and every one of them on a fundamental level that gives these here 4 things, the 416 Soul Supremacy Dimensions, something to target. You follow what I'm saying, if that makes sense to you. Now, in the previous video, when I did the 10 enemy regulation forces, I used just the standard traditional lineup to label and describe how those specific things will be targeting the chakras to trigger the foul energy or the incorrect energy. What I'm using now is going to be triggering the correct energy of the soul to trigger its fundamental mentality, energy practices to move to within and throughout us all into the physical environment of our reality. And I'm going to be lining it up by using the chakra tree Murdy parable versus the traditional chakra system. You follow what I'm saying? And the chakra tree Murdy parable is lined up like this. You got the soul star chakra, crown chakra, and earth star chakra. Those 3 in one form in the space known as the Akasha. Peace, respect, balance, and progression will be targeting all 4 of these things in that one space right there to trigger its just love energies to move to within and throughout you all into the reality. Meaning, peace will be targeting the soul star chakra. Respect will be targeting the crown chakra. Balance will be targeting the earth star chakra. And then the progression, those three in one form, the space they are headed towards, the Akasha, or the destination of progression. You follow what I'm saying? Next, peace, love, unity, and advancement, third eye chakra. That, what I just told you, was off of the transpersonal plane, where the elements derive from, or where the elements move to and from and fro, to move within us and into the reality. You follow me? Next, the egoic plane, or the subconscious mind, or what can ultimately be labeled and described when you look at it from a full dimensional aspect, the chakras themselves as the ego, or the mediator between the most high source energy and our physical body's attributes. Peace, love, unity, and advancement. Peace, targeting the third eye chakra, triggering its energies to move to, within, and throughout you all, into the physical environment and into our physical reality. Then you have love, targeting the throat chakra, me speaking my love bombs into the air, influencing love to move you all in the right direction, as it was destined to and or as it was designed to. I'm talking about literal cosmic love, though. So that means what the word affection means, and then that means what the root word of the word affection means, meaning an influence that comes from the stars themselves. The influence in which comes from the most high source, in which the chakra senses mediate, in the body in which the mediator is connecting us to the source of the most high God, gives it its chance, gives this energy its chance to flow to, within, and throughout us all, the inflow, the ethereal fluids of love, the mental and emotional quality by default, pure, positive, balanced energy, long story short. This is what I am speaking into the spiritual air, so that unity can target the heart chakra and drive you all to unite. And once you all are one massive family again, advancement in the Akasha space is where you will be heading towards for all the days of your lives. This is the second part. Once this is entrenched into you from the magnificent source in which we have thereof, your standard on the surface level will once again be calmness, serenity, love, and righteousness. In other words, those first four hierarchies, the 12 spiritual crop lines, the 12 soul directional words, or 12 soul directional dimensions, the 12 physical divine tasks, and the 12 standard reestablishment forces, all four of those become resurrected. They are also the four fundamental forces of nature, or also the four fundamental forces of human behavior. That's also what those hierarchies are. They're all of these things in one, all of them in one, to represent one magnificent grand parable, soul liberation. So here, the third now, calmness, serenity, love, and righteousness. It is the calmness targeting the solar plexus chakra, serenity targeting the sacral chakra, love targeting the root chakra, and righteousness, righteous rage. Those three in one form, the goal and or the destination or the target they will be headed towards to settle in, the Akasha. And then finally, what's good, beautiful, normal, and natural. Always remember, never forget, whatever the conditioning of your psyche is what your psyche will effectuate or bring about or generate and or create unto thine environment. Manifest. You follow me? And if your psyche is lined up in a natural standard of being of calmness, serenity, love, and righteousness, and targeting the right areas thereof for it to do so properly, what manifests unto the ground, what's good, beautiful, normal, and natural concomitantly. And from there, the energy reciprocates to and fro unto you. Now watch this. What this parable just did, if you allow it to be what can help label and describe the soul's truth and or the soul's characteristics for you. This essentially kicks the devil off alone right here. But as far as pulling the sword out and sheathing it and then picking the body up and refusing with it, Because let's not forget, this is me, as the Christ Father, bringing awareness about our soul's personality to kick the devil, boring the sword into the family body, using a genetically modified version of the family body to do so. This here parable, bringing you a reawakening to who you are. This kicks the devil off if it works. But like I said, then there's the 8th one. It's about pulling the sword out and sheathing it, picking the family body up who was pinned down by the sword and fusing with them. Because don't forget, it's me as the I Father getting ready to do this. The I Father is bringing you awareness, so the I Father is helping you. Meaning I, not me, E.Y.E, the I Father. Every youth, everybody is helping you right now. Every youth, everybody is helping you reawaken right now. I'm noticing it. Are you noticing it? And the more you reawaken, the faster you kick that devil 47 centillion yards off of our body, exposing you the way you should be for right now, in a sense, because it's like the next step is bringing you back to normal. So in the next hierarchy, which is what I'm going to cover later on, titled The 10 Major Visual Words, I got them locked in. They're either the 10 major measurement words or the 10 major visual words. It's the 8th hierarchy here of the final 9. And in the 8th hierarchy is going to consist of the acceptance. Once you see what I'm kicking off and why did I just kick it off, it's the acceptance portion or the resurrection portion. But here's the thing, it's also the resurrection. It's also not the resurrection, but it's also the reincarnation and the resurrection in one parable. You follow what I'm saying? Because you pull the sword out, you force sheath it, then you pick the melanated family body up, then you fuse with them, acceptance. But right there, as you're doing that, you immediately line up with the resurrection, meaning the reincarnation and the resurrection are almost one and the same activity, if that makes sense to you overall. They're virtually one and the same activity, the reincarnation and the resurrection. So as soon as you pull the sword out and sheath it and fuse with the family body, that's your full reincarnation right there. And once you come to your full reincarnation, immediately you're going to resurrect. Come back to your divine senses, now that you see what they are. And once you resurrect, you are now in the 9th parable to get ready for the last battle. Get ready for the next battle. The one in which we subjugate the devil. Next video, I'll be covering the 8th hierarchy and to give you the details on the 12 or the 10 major visual words. Shalom, shalom, shalom. One more time. Unto you all, my dear family, I pray that these words reach you as they were designed to and intended to do this day. And so, peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all, my family. Soul freedom, soul liberation, soul sovereignty.